Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 19, called Well-Laid Plans.
I'm not gonna lie, I've made fun of Sarah for wanting to see the magic exam for the last 10 episodes, but I'm actually excited to see what happens here.
And it's gonna span multiple episodes, everybody. Thank you so much.
Frieren babysitting literal cells compared to how old she is.
Fetuses.
And we didn't get any of the dynamic between Fern and her team, which she has somebody who loves to kill people and an unknown guy.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get some of Fern's team this episode or if we're gonna tie up the bird capturing.
Well, no, because Fern's team is doing the same thing. So I feel like we're gonna learn about her team and then go back and forth for this stage of the test. That's my guess.
I like this so much.
I know you do.
I'm so satisfied that we're here. I like that it's not just straightforward, like one mage, one proctor. It's like a challenge.
Although you would hate the group work, but you like watching
I
it.
hate the group work, especially because one of these tests is going to come down to the death.
I feel like that'd be the one you were best at.
That's how Adam feels about me.
I
He's
mean,
not wrong.
as a competitor, 100%.
Can you pick me up? I'm scared.
Either you're standing or I'm standing. I've seen you stand more often than not.
But these kids that Frieren's with, not listening to a thing she's saying, and then she's like, I told you what to do. We made some strides there at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this really solidifies their final plan to be able to succeed and move on to the next step.
But we're seeing Mama Frieren.
She's a little annoyed, understandably.
Perfectly understandable.
So Stark gets a break, finally. He's been the guinea pig in every stop along the way.
Although they said there was a training or a warrior testing ground too, so somehow I feel like he's not totally off the hook.
True, fair. But I'm excited to see how this plays out. You know I've been waiting since like episode 13 for this test, okay? So let's get started. Frieren, episode 19 is coming right now.
I'm miserable.
ほら、やりゃできんだよ。そうかな。ラビーネは乱暴だけれども、ちゃんと私を引っ張ってくれるんだ。
いよいよ明日は竜との初戦闘だな。
Yeah, he doesn't get a break, you're right.
怖いのかハイゼン。震えているぞ。うん。そうか。なら。え？怖いの？ああ。そうか。僕も怖い。
何この会話。
他の冒険者を真似て鼓舞するつもりだったんだが、すまない。うまくいかなかったみたいだ。
いや、おかげで緊張がほぐれた。ヒンメル、自然体でいいですよ。こういうのはきっと冒険の仲間ごとに変わってくるものです。
そうだね。
なるほど。確かに仲間ごとに違うみたいだ。やっと捕まえられましたね。シュティレ。これで一安心ですね。
気楽なことを言ってくれるね。
これから先の方が大変なんだよ。
僕らはシュティレを他のパーティーに奪われないように守らなければならない。
対人戦の時間だ。
Just what she wants.
She's a little bent.
それじゃあ、シュティレを観察した結果をまとめようか。まずはフリーレンの言った通り、あの鳥は音速を超えて飛行する。この速度に追いつくことは不可能だね。 さらに竜みたいに頑丈で波の攻撃魔法じゃびくともしないし、高速も破られる。おまけに魔力にとても敏感だ。こっちが魔力を抑えて近づいてもすぐに逃げられちまう。何より最大の問題は、シュティレが魔力をほとんど持っていないせいで魔力探知ができないってことだな。おかげで今どこにいるのかさっぱりわからねえ。総数も不明だ。見つけられたのも結局昨日の午前中の3回だけだしね。受験者が探し回っているから警戒しちゃってるんだと思う。最悪、もう姿を現さないかも。そもそも見つけられたとしてもどう捉えるのか見当もつかねえ。それなら大丈夫だよ。実は昨日の夜、シュティレを捕らえるのに役に立つかもしれない魔法の実験をしていたんだよね。確かに出かけてたね。どんな魔法なの？ハンネにはもう見せたよ。お？鳥を捕まえる魔法。今よりもずっと魔法使いが多くて、魔法が一般的だった時代に、狩猟を生業とする一族が編み出した民間魔法だよ。そういえば、魔法で動きを封じていたね。でも、あれは鳥じゃなくて魔物じゃ。民間魔法だからね。大雑把に鳥みたいなやつは全部捕らえられるみたい。強力な高速魔法だし、シュティレにも通用すると思う。なんでそれを黙っていたんだよ。それを使えば昨日の時点で捕まえられていたじゃねえか。そうもいかないんだよね。この魔法の射程は50センチ。そこまでは近づかないとダメなんだ。50センチって今までどのくらいまで近づけたっけ？最大で3メートルだね。しかも20メートルくらい近づいた時点でこっちの存在に気がついているみたい。現状あと一歩ってところだね。ずいぶんでっけえ一歩だな。一応確認だけど、2人の魔法じゃシュティレの足止めは難しいんだよね。うまく凍らせられれば可能だろうが、魔力に敏感な上に頑丈で凍りにくい。多分動きを封じる前に逃げられちまうだろうな。私の魔法なら大量の水があれば足止めは簡単だと思うけど。でも私が使えるのは水を操る魔法で、水自体を生成することはできないんだよね。だから水のある場所じゃないと使えないし、まとまった水は魔力が通りにくいから事前に魔力を込めておかないと難しいかな。雨みたいに分散していれば大量の水でもすぐに操れるんだけど、でも水に魔力を込めたら魔力に敏感なシュティレは絶対に寄ってこないだろうね。
Her magic is very specific.
寄ってこない。そうか、寄ってこないのか。この作戦ならいけるかも。
Interesting. They're gonna infuse the water with mana and drive it to a specific place.
Adam's a mage.
I wish.
確かに悪くはねえがリスクが高えな。他のパーティー全員に喧嘩を売ることになるぜ。でも多分こうでもしないと捕まえられない。怖いの？ロビーネ。
Don't worry, you have Frieren. She can probably best any mage that's out there currently.
Well, I want to know what Fern's team did.
I was also curious because that was just we done that mission accomplished check. We caught the bird.
Yeah, like Kane's magic seemed, as you said, very specific.
Yeah.
I feel like Fern is similar to Frieren. And then we don't know the specific, Levine is ice, right?
It's probably a little broader than just ice. Maybe temperature, or maybe she has more control.
And then we don't know what the other two really do.
Yeah. My initial instinct was that they caught it by setting a cage in a trap, but not even using magic. I was wondering if that was the point of the exercise, was to be able to do something without magic.
Kind of counterintuitive for a mage exam.
But if you think about the best mages have to be able to use their brain and problem solve without magic, which makes their magic even more useful. That's just kind of how I think about
These
it.
birds are intense, though.
fly at the speed of sound.
Speed of sound, sensitive to mana, all of these characteristics they have. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, and this is also interesting that they said that because this makes me think that everything has mana. Like if it's
Well, it said that its mana is negligible. I
Right.
don't like mana. I keep testing it out. I'm not a fan. Mana.
I'm still going to use
Its
mana 'cause
mana's negligible, they said.
right, but that means that most things have mana. Like this, that was. It seemed to me like that was kind of a surprise that it was negligible, meaning that probably most things have some sort, which answers another question. So I want to see Frieren legit battle someone who's not a demon. I'm curious to see what their plan is that is going to make all of the other teams upset.
But I think this is highlighting how, like, yes, Frieren is 1,000 years old. Yes, she has a ton of experience, but I think it's also highlighting just how much she is continuously learning.
True.
In this scenario. Like, she's not the first one to figure it out, and like we can blame her teammates, but like she is a lifelong student.
Well, and I think the other thing that's interesting is she's okay if it takes a little longer. She's a very much prepare, figure out all the variables, and go from there, versus the three young ones, like, let's catch it right now.
Yeah.
They were probably up all night.
とりあえず試験終了まで潜伏してやり過ごそう。
つまんない
Land
よ
U-Ball.
魔法使いなら堂々と戦わないと。
不要な戦いを避けるのも魔法使いだ。その前に水の補充だな。確か中央に湖があったはずだ。しかしシュティレが早い段階で確保できてよかったよ。あとは日没まで潜伏すれば第一次試験は通過できる。
I didn't realize you could steal other
ど
people.
うやらそううまくはいかないみたいだ。これってさ、道だと思っていたけれども枯れた川だよね。しかも似たような地形が何箇所もあった。
確か試験区域を囲むように結界が張られているんですよね。
ああ、試験では定番だね。塵すら通さない強力な対物理結界だよ。
もしかして水も通さないんですか？
枯れ具合から見て結界を張ったのは1週間以上前だね。
She knows.
では水のほとんどは盆地の真ん中にある湖に集まっていますね。私たち受験者も生き物ですから活動するのにはある程度水が必要です。
だからって湖の周りに受験者がまとまっているとは限らないでしょ。
If it's the only source of water?
私たちは水を持ち歩けます。でも同じ生き物であるシュティレはそうはいかない。
なるほど。それに気がついた連中が最大の水場である湖の周りに張り込んでいるわけか。よし決めた。もう水は諦めなさい。
さすがにそれはきついって。すでに喉カラカラなんだけど。
小さな池くらいなら探せばあるだろう。
それ衛生的にどうなの？
煮沸すればなんとか。
That was quick.
Ooh, who's the flashy guy? Sharp. Terrible name.
Man どくせえな。殺すつもりで撃ったんだぞね。今のに反応できんのかよ。まあいいや。シュティレの入ったカゴを置いていけ。
嫌だって言ったら？
なら言葉は不要だな。
湖の方向。
Was that okay? Ravine.
湖を凍らせやがった。
おいおい、何のつもりだ？
シャレにならんぞ。
この魔力、
第2パーティーのやつだな。何考えてやがる。他のパーティー全員を敵に回すつもりか。
Frieren gives 0 wax.
What are you doing?
何をやっておる。早くどかせ。
電源どうする。時間と労力の無駄だ。溶かしたところで意味がない。これほど派手に魔法を使われたらシュティレはもうこの湖には近づかない。シュティレは第2パーティーから奪うぞ。これだけ暴れたということ、シュティレを捕獲する算段がある。
I don't like people that use others' ideas.
Do your own work.
So they just have to catch one and then survive until the time's up.
Yeah.
フリーレン様、一体何をするつもりですか？
このまま一度ばらけよう。
凍った湖を早く溶かすんだ。
愚かだな。こんなに盛大に魔法を使って氷を溶かせば、この湖は本格的な使い物にならなくなる。シュティレはもうここには寄りつかん。行くぞ。あっちだ。それに気がついた連中が他の水場を探しているようだが、魔力探知が甘すぎる。あれでは空の脅威に対処できん。未熟だな。
第2パーティーが湖を凍らせたらしいぞ。
試験を無茶苦茶にするつもりか。無茶苦茶だと。違うな。これは第2パーティーが練った入念な計画。
Frien's experience.
それを紐解かん限りどうにもならん。
So they found a second body of water
They must have found a pond somewhere.
because Kane was near fresh water.
Yes.
So they froze the main water source to draw the steelite to the smaller source that they're around for their drinks.
Correct. Frieren's playing chess, the rest of these people are playing checkers.
She's 1,000 years old, everybody.
She's got a lot of experience, and she's hiding all of her mana.
Literally every single speck of it. But the other old guy is the only one that's really picking up what she's putting down.
Yes, he understands, but I'm guessing his mana pool is not near hers.
No. Oof,
That's a tough way to go.
that's tough.
もう死んでいる。行くぞ。
じいさん、せめて下ろしてあげようよ。
見えていないわけではないだろう。上空を旋回している。1匹や2匹ではない。死体には魔法がかけられている。下ろそうとすれば奴らに探知されるぞ。ガイゼル。こいつらはそうやって強いものを誘って狩りをする。
Frieren took down a Geisel snip
パーティーは
snap.
まんまと術中にはまり全滅したわけだ。
異常だね。こんな魔物がいる場所を試験区域に選ぶだなんて。受験者が死ぬのを何とも思っていないみたいだ。
They don't.
ラオフェンは一級の試験を受けるのが初めてだったな。理由は極めて単純だ。
Only the
この
best
程度
survive.
で死ぬやつは一級魔法使いにはいらないということだ。大陸魔法協会は一級魔法使いの質を気にしているからな。
They'll get rid of
魔王
second
軍
and
と
third
戦って
classes,
い
no
た時代
problem.
の強く誇り高い魔法使いを未だに夢見ている連中がいるのさ。
時代遅れも甚だしい。
意外だな、デンケン。あんたはそれを支持する側の人間だと思っていた。
魔法使いに質などいらん。一級魔法使いはただ単に権威の象徴であればいいのだ。魔法使いとしての力量がいくらあっても人心を掌握できなければ無力も同じ。わしは自分よりはるかに優れ。
What do you think about that?
That human nature will always prevail. Adam has the answer, everybody. I don't even know why I tried to answer.
Well, I think the point of it is it's a guild, and they want to be prestigious. So unless you can convince people that you're the best, and people believe that you are set apart, it doesn't matter how powerful you are. If you were the most powerful mage but nobody knew or nobody feared you, you wouldn't have any control. But as the first ranking guild of mages, everybody believes that they are the best of the best. Even if they're not, it's that belief that kind of sets them apart. It's it's very similar, I think, to the Mob Broccoli situation. It's similar and different at the same time, obviously, but what you believe is kind of more important than reality.
You're probably right. The reason I said that is like, you can have any spell or any magic in the world, but at the end of the day, it won't get you the things that truly matter.
Well, I think that is true, but I don't think that's the point he was making.
Well,
but I
tried my best.
Look at Frieren. She's relatively obscure, but probably the best mage.
We don't know. I hope she's the best. I want her to be the best.
Like, I think it's a reasonable assumption that she's top 5 at least.
Okay.
But she doesn't care about the title or the prestige. She wants to collect spells and do her own thing. So I think that was kind of the point.
The status and the title doesn't matter to her.
Exactly.
It's the pursuit of spells,
yeah,
and knowledge.
Yes.
失脚し迫害される様を山ほど見てきた。大きな力は恐れられる。恐れの権威など長続きせん。それに魔法は誇り高いものでも何でもない。
なるほど。あんたくらい弱いのがちょうどいいってわけだ。
言ってくれるな、若造が。お前くらいなら目をつむっていても勝てるわ。
I think he's gonna get a clue. So there's a few groups who have figured it out.
Yeah.
魔力を隠して潜伏しているな。
ここもだな。今まで見てきた水場全部だ。わずかだが水に魔力が込められている。
何も感じない。
That's because you suck.
わかる？
俺もわからん。第2パーティーの仕業か。
きっとかけた本人すら感知できないだろう。それほどに微量だ。だがシュティレなら感知できる。この水場にはもう近づかないだろう。
こんなことして何が？そっか。どこかに魔力を込めていない水場がある。
その近くに第2パーティーは必ずいる。
どう探すの？
少し休む。
偏見。
試験区域は広大だ。本気で潜伏する魔法使いを見つけられるわけなかろう。
How about you come up with your own plan?
どうせ奴らは居場所を教えてくれる。
Patience is a virtue.
行けや泉に手当たり次第に魔力を込めてきたよ。把握できていない水場がある可能性はまだあるけど、
シュティレの使える水場が制限されるだけでも十分だよ。
No one, everybody's stealing your plan.
They gotta find them though.
Yeah, girl.
マジかよ。魔力って完全に消せるもんなんだな。完全じゃないよ。さすがに動けば少しは魔力が漏れる。ほら。
わかんねえよ。
It's because you're not good enough.
私たちは見張りだな。
No, go stand somewhere else. If you can't
That's
suppress.
what she meant.
Okay.
足引っ張んなよ。うっさ
Got
い
it.。
雨さえ降れば戦力になれるんだけどね。全部結界に弾かれちまうもんな。
Everybody's gonna have their role during these tests.
All the animals are gonna come.
And Frieren is so peaceful that she'll just blend in with them. Cool. That's like her dream.
It's true.
Not for magic creatures, just to be in nature with creatures.
I freak Sarah out all the time. There it is.
I love the red tinge in the top of her eye. Iris.
Frieren, やったか
She probably was sent
他の
away.
パーティーに喧嘩を売った甲斐があったぜ。
これで第一次試験突破だね。
いや、
見つけた。やはり魔法使いおったな。どんなに優秀な魔法使いでもこの瞬間だけはごまかせ。
誰かに探知された。早くここから。
Go do your own work, girl.
逃げるのはもう遅いみたいだ。
Frieren's about to mess this girl up.
ベラード。
ドラガーテン。レホル。また距離を取った。
Whoa.
洗練されていて隙がないけれど古い戦い方だ。私のおじいちゃんと戦っているみたい。
Don't underestimate Fern.
基礎的な魔法しか使わないのね。
I only need basic skills.
戦闘では基礎的な魔法以外は使わないように言われてますから。
あなたの師匠の方針なのね。
はい。この時代の魔法使いはそれだけで十分だと。
Because you guys suck.
そう。まただ。なんだろうね、この違和感は。まるで熟練の魔法使いと対峙しているみたいだ。あなたもなんで、
Should've thought twice before
そ
saying
んな
that.
戦い方。ビアベルが相手だったら今頃は死んでいたわよ。
それはおかしいです。この中で一番強いのはあなたですよね。
ビアベルは魔王軍の残党と戦ってきた北部魔法隊の隊長
The
よ。
remnants. My master fought against the actual Demon King.
あいつが使うのは品性なまるでない。
Ooh, that's a cool way to explain magic.
今ビアベルと戦ってる子、多分殺されちゃうわよ。
そうですか。
Fern reminds me of you so much.
Biggest compliment.
Just flat out.
He's like all the terrible things about her.
No, but just flat out facts. No, this is enough to beat the mages of this era. Oh, he fought the remnants? My teacher beat the Demon King. Aren't you the strongest?
It's like, I'm not impressed by anything you have to say.
That don't impress me much.
I'm unflappable. This is all I need to do. You can't touch me.
You use old magic. Yeah, well, it's all I need to beat you.
I think Fern is just going to straight out beat this girl. I don't think she's going to use deadly magic. But I think she's going to just prove that she can't win and make her back down.
I love that she's also like, you're the strongest one here, aren't you?
Like, it
I'm gonna
doesn't
make
matter.
quick work of you, but you're the strongest, right?
Who do you think is going to win between the guy and the crazy raging teenager?
Maybe it will be the guy.
I'm not sure. That one I don't
I
have
feel
a
like
feel
they can't kill people off right now. Let's wait till the actual kill time.
for. This might be the only test. Maybe this is also the kill
But there's a
time.
combat. There's a combat phase.
What do you think they're doing?
No, this is the catch the steal phase, and then I think the next step is combat.
You're assuming that there's more than one phase. That
It's
they're
all a
all
trick.
just.
It was all a dream. You know that song?
No.
I think it's Ja Rule. No,
Biggie?
Biggie. That's who it is. But my other thing is, why fight Frieren's group? Just hang out at the pool and wait for another one. How much time do they have left?
But I would
Nobody
have.
can suppress their mana enough. Amateurs.
I want to see Frieren just like lift a finger and incapacitate all of them. Because she's probably strong enough to
She
do that.
plays things close to the vest.
It's true. She's probably gonna let the other two battle for the most part and then just step in and be like, okay, this is enough.
I hate people that, like... Could you guys guess that this modus operandi would piss me off? You're right. Do your own work. Come up with your own plan. Don't piggyback off of somebody else and use them.
In fairness, they poisoned all of the other water sources. I mean, it's a
No,
brilliant...
they left a couple.
Only because they missed them by accident. Genius all the way around. I love this episode.
Well, there was enough time for other groups to get it before they did that.
True.
Your own fault. What do you love? This whole thing.
Yeah, the episode was great. It was fantastic. You're getting to see a bit about each of the characters, even the new characters. I'm curious how many of them will stick around, but just the different interactions with people with power is always interesting.
I often equate power with ego. I know that's not the case. I don't feel like Frieren... Does Frieren have an ego? I feel like she has a little bit of one, but she like suppresses it in apathy.
I don't know if she has an ego. I would call hers a quiet confidence. This is my experience. I've been around several people who are the best of the best. Most of the time when you meet those people, there's no bragging, there's no nothing. They're very humble. They just know they're the best. And they don't have to say anything.
Well, the people who legit are the best don't have to tell everybody.
Exactly.
The mediocre ones are the ones that talk about themselves the most.
And that's how I feel about Frieren. She doesn't have to say anything. And she's suppressing her mana so nobody knows. But she's like, well, if I decide to actually try, you don't stand a chance. Which I kind of love.
I mean, not a ton happened this episode, but I loved it. We saw their plan unfold, and then now we're seeing the true nature of the other teams and how lazy they are.
The next episode will also be spectacular, I
See,
think.
Adam makes fun of me for waiting for this moment, but look at his smile. Look how happy he is. Okay, worth it.
You're not wrong.
Okay, let us know your thoughts. I know you guys love Frieren, so I'm sure your interpretation is different than ours. So hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Frieren Beyond Journey's End coming next week. Bye.